Hey everyone, I'm sorry I was having trouble with my desktop, so I'm on my laptop. I could not get into my desktop. Uh, I don't know what's wrong. I'll have to check on it later. So I'm sorry, everybody, but this is what I had to do. And so let's see about getting the people up here with me. And so what what's going on here? All right. Anyone that wants to come up, like I said, I had to use my laptop, but I've done live streams from my laptop before. So I'm sitting in my living room. For whatever reason, my desktop is not working. It's working. I just can't get into it. It's not recognizing my password. So we'll have to see what's going on with that later. So sorry it took me so long. I didn't have my laptop plugged in, so I had to plug it in so I could get this live stream going. Welcome, Dan. How you
Hey,
doing?
how's it going?
Uh, you probably just heard me. I mean, I was having a bad night. What can I say? I got away from work late.
Mm,
And
it
then,
happens.
but like I said, then I couldn't get into I can't get into my desktop, which I
Huh.
prefer to do my live streams on when I'm at home because it's got a much bigger. This is like a 15-inch, maybe 17. That's about a 17-inch. But my laptop is a 27-inch, much bigger screen.
Oh, you braggart, you.
Well, I'm not bragging. I'm like Ed. I mean, I prefer the larger screen so it's easier to see stuff.
Mm.
But so I had to come in here and set this up. I had to plug it in and get it turned on, and lucky for me, the password I've never changed the pin. It's got a pin number, and the other one I tried the pin, I tried the password. It's just like for some reason it just wouldn't let me in. But I'm just glad tonight I get to I sleep in my own bed.
That's nice. That's always nice.
Yeah. Well, like I
Home
said,
sleep.
I was watching a friend's pet rabbit, and they got home today. I knew they were going to get home today, but yeah, she called me just as I was getting off work, so I talked to her, and then as I'm getting ready to leave, the guy that relieved me, he wanted to talk about some stuff, and so yeah, it was a fun day, but we got it all done. And
That's good.
hey, lie to me, how you doing? I don't know if you're coming up or not. I got to say hi to everybody. Like I said, I'm a little frustrated because of the problems I was having. And I'm just waiting for tomorrow at 7. When I get off tomorrow, I can have a couple of days off. ABCM, how you doing?
Hi, ABCM.
You know,
How you doing?
I was in her live stream earlier while I was at work. I didn't sign out of her live stream till I was in my car getting ready to drive home. And you know, I have to
Letty
do.
here.
Well,
Me, did I say hi to you? Hi, Letty me.
And we got Silexi is here.
Oh yeah, her daughter's birthday is coming up in August, and she wants she's looking for sponsors. If anybody wants to sponsor a little bit, send a little something over
Hey,
there.
Edward. Silexi, you said your daughter's coming up. I don't have Gcash. I have PayPal. Now, if you have a PayPal account, I'll send you $5 US to help. I don't have a lot, but I'll give you that.
Hey, send me your link, Lexi. Send me your link.
We got Jack coming up. Hey, Jack, how you doing, man?
There's Jack.
Welcome to the stream. Like I said, you probably heard me talking. It just I'm sitting in my living room. It's darker in here than in my bedroom, and 'cause I got more lights.
Looks more mysterious that way, Larry.
My white goatee shows up better.
That's right.
Hey,
That's the way to do it.
But
hey, lazy Larry.
I just, like I said, we're trying to have a good day. So now this
Wait,
lady, did you see my
Philipina Raquel's here. You see that?
There's the other two.
Tim's here.
Is he? Filipino Raquel's here. Hello, Filipino.
Yeah.
Hello, Tim. How you guys doing?
Hey, Tim.
And
Hey Tim, what do you mean you don't like balut? What's that all about?
I'm not eating balut. Oh, no.
Over my dead body.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. If I can drink the Philippines dry of alcohol, I mean, there can't be any alcohol left when I get done. Maybe I'll try balut, but I don't think there's that much alcohol in the Philippines.
There you go. Yep. I'll do the same. I have a video on my YouTube channel about me trying to eat balut. Nope. Didn't happen.
I gotta go look for that. I gotta go look for that.
I'm sorry, people, but I'm not eating balut.
No way, Jose.
Like in Dan's video, I told him, I said, I'd try the barbecued chicken intestines before I'd try the balut.
I probably will. I'm not in a hurry.
If I had to pick one, it'd be the intestines. I'm sorry. They clean that out.
The smell of it cooking in the grill is terrible. Oh.
Yeah. Like I said,
I'll tell you what, you know, I will tell you this. I think it would make a great video. Everybody in the chat, if you want to send me a clip of you eating balut, I'll put it together in a video.
Yeah. But,
yeah.
Like I said, I'm not eating balut. No. Now lumpia in a heartbeat.
Oh,
yeah, it's gotta be Shanghai. Gotta be Shanghai lumpia.
I would prefer Shanghai, but I'd eat the others. Being perfectly honest about it, I'd eat the other, especially just the plain vegetable ones.
Hello,
hey,
Alex.
How you doing, sir?
Alex is here.
Yeah. And but yeah, like I said, the pictures look so small to me right now.
I'd rather eat my passport than
Get you one of
balut.
these. You look gigantic to me.
I got my U.S. passport. I got to get mine renewed,
Oh, right
though.
there.
I have to have mine. I got to get mine renewed. It's actually under 6 months. So, I mean,
I ended up coming here years ago, and my passport was going to expire in 2 weeks, and they almost didn't let me enter in the Philippines. I'm like, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And I'm like, okay, stamp it. And so I had to go to a different island to an embassy, U.S. embassy, to renew my passport, and it came like within a week to my house, right to my gate.
That's
like,
cool.
Wow, that was quick.
It'll take longer than that here, but that's all right. I don't plan on going anywhere right now where I need it. I do want to go up to Niagara Falls this year, but I'm going to do the American side this year. I want to.
You don't
If
want
I
to
can
go
do
to
there, I
Canadian
want to
side?
get up there.
Harry, you're not going over the falls in a barrel, are you? That trick's been done a few times.
Well, I thought I'd go over in an eggshell. No. I want to. I told you. I think I told you about the Cave of the Winds, didn't I?
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
to go up to the Cave.
I thought you were going up there and you were going to do a Houdini.
No. I'm going to do one of those tightrope walkers across the falls.
Oh yeah, that's always good. Yeah, that'll get you a few thousand views on YouTube for about 10 seconds.
Until I fall.
Yeah, until you fall over.
And then whoever filmed it will get 1 million views.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dan, you drinking Starbucks?
Oh, start. Well, now this.
Hello, Mr. Leonard. How you doing, Mr. Lund?
Yeah, this right here is from the 7-Eleven.
Hi, everybody.
It's such a strange thing going down to 7-Eleven to get coffee out of that machine, because most of the time I gotta take my own cup, my own cup lid. I gotta take my own coffee diaper because they're a little stingy with that stuff over there, so I gotta bring it all down there. Yeah. You want a cup of coffee, Sir Dan? Go ahead and put your hands together. We'll fire up the machine. I don't know why they're like that, man. They're like that all over the Philippines. You just gotta. It's like pulling teeth. It's like going to the dentist in order to get a napkin or one of these diaper things. There's one coffee cart dude that I won't even visit anymore because he won't give you a coffee diaper. What kind of crap is that? I burned my hands. I had to pour the coffee out in the street. People were laughing at me. They thought it was the funniest thing.
Stingy AF.
That's
Make
life.
them give you a second cup.
Boys, that's life in the Philippines.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing is, those things you're calling coffee diaper.
Yeah.
I didn't know the guy, but I knew someone who claimed to know him. The guy that invented those, he made millions.
Oh, I knew the guy that made this. See this cup lid?
Oh yeah,
right here. I actually knew the guy who invented this. He used to come into my donut shop in Orange County, and I saw the whole process as he was doing it. It was absolutely amazing the way that he would take the lid. He would go make the prototype, come back. He'd put it on the cup, one of the cups I'd have. At the time, we were using styrofoam, and then he just sit there with his lid like this, and he'd go. And then one day I said, "Hey, what? If you don't mind me asking, what you up to?" He said, "Well," I said, "I'm coming up with something that I think is going to make me rich beyond my wildest dreams." And then later on, he came in. He showed me the final product and the contract with Solo Cups. That was the first deal he made, was with Solo Cups.
Great.
Yeah, and so the first he made
buku bucks.
Yeah, he made it on the front end too. The way they do this is that as you buy these things, right, he gets a royalty off of the first like 1 million or 2 million lids, and then the royalty declines over time. So for the longest time, he had his patent number on the top of the lid, and of course now,
those patents expire. I think
they expire, and then people modify the thing, a little bit. And so I could tell you, I could tell you a lot of stories about. I hung out in an area where Tommy Lasorda used to come in and get his cup of coffee in the morning, and Tommy John. Do you remember those Dodger Blue dudes?
Oh yeah,
Tommy John. Yeah. Tommy John's from my hometown. My oldest sister went to school with him.
Yeah, and so he used to come in the donut shop, and they were living around the corner in this area of Anaheim Hills, and a lot of the Dodgers, Tommy Lasorda, and a couple of the other coaches, they lived there. And every morning, the guys would come in and get their cup of coffee, and they'd be like looking at me like Dan, don't give me.
Tommy John was known for two things. The main thing was the operation.
Yeah.
what was it, ligament or tendon replaced in his left elbow or left arm.
I can't remember whether it was
I
a
can't
tendon
remember.
or
But like I
ligament.
said, well, he went to school with my oldest sister, who's 10 years older than me. But anyway, there's another thing that I don't know if he still holds the record
Jack.
or not,
Jack's so funny. Make fun of me, Jack. Go ahead.
but I don't know if he still holds the record or not. But Tommy John was at one time the oldest pitcher to start on opening day.
Oh, that may be.
He was over.
He
40
may
years
still
old.
hold that one.
See, look at this. I collect them all. I know you guys are going to laugh. This is what I have to do. This is what I got to do. And people, they see me taking the thing with me when I'm going, and they just shake their head like, "What's the matter with that guy over there?"
Yeah,
whole
they just don't understand.
A whole bunch
Hello,
of things going on.
Filipina Raquel, how are you? And
Okay.
Tim, how are you doing? ABCM, how are you?
Yeah, like I said
How you
though,
doing?
Alex, what's that, Jack?
Dan, you
How
need to
you
take them
doing?
with it. You need to keep one
I'm
with you
good
when
so
you go out
far.
for coffee in case they don't have them.
Yeah,
That coffee cup diaper. In
Yeah.
case you don't have one, you need to have one with you. So I don't blame you for taking
Yeah.
them.
either that or get a second cup and put the.
Yeah,
you
but,
know,
but
put it
a
on
lot of
the
those
outside.
places they
They
don't
won't do
let you take a
They
cup.
won't do
They
it.
won't let you do that,
Leonard. No.
Yeah,
You ask
no.
them for that, they say you got to pay for another whole cup of coffee. That's what they do here. That's the way they roll in the Philippines.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, that's dirty pool.
It really
Now
is.
that's a nice cup. That's same
Show off.
deal?
You know what? That is the answer, Jack. I think I could carry my own. I could go and
Yeah,
buy my own tumbler and take it with me and have them fill it up every
I
time.
like that. I like that,
Oh,
Jack.
that's nice.
I like it.
That's nice. Yeah.
What's that, about 20 ounce?
I think
Jack,
maybe
how
18.
big is it?
I think maybe 18, 20.
Mm.
Something like that.
That's nice. Just the right size.
But maybe I'll get Dan one and mail it to him.
But for me, that would be
400 pesos, something
Yeah.
like that.
that'd be a
Get
good
your
one for
name on it.
travel, but it wouldn't be good for home. My
Mm-hmm.
Keurig only makes up to 12 ounces.
Yeah.
Mammy set me up with an instant. She's over there working the kettle.
Mm.
She said hi.
Hello, man.
Hi, Ma'am Minnie.
How you doing?
Well, I ended up bringing my Walmart Keurig over here, and I plugged it in, not paying attention to the
And blew it up.
power, and it blew up. It got hot, but and then it caught fire pretty much. And I threw it outside.
All right. Be careful.
But,
When you come to the Philippines, be careful of your appliances, especially the voltage.
Be
So
careful of
if it
which.
doesn't go to 220, 240. Don't bring it.
Okay. Thank you.
I bought a electric razor back in '99
Right.
before I went to China because it had that switch where you could switch it over to the power they use there, or you can have it on 110 like we use here. And so that's the only reason I bought a brand new electric razor in '99 when I went to China. It was like, I didn't want to blow one up.
Right.
And I had my other
It's
one
like,
for a few years.
It's like the PC power supplies back home. There's a switch you can, hit to, with it over 200,
Yeah.
volts.
The PCs,
guys.
the
is
PC
55.
power supply usually has a switch. Usually has a switch for 110 to 220.
Mm-hmm. Here, there's
Well,
no
they can
switch.
buy you can buy adapters for that. too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the adapter does the switch for you. So if your electronics don't have it,
Jerry, we're
you
the
get a
chickens. We're the chickens.
Hey, Jerry, how are you?
come on up, Jerry.
Bring the chickens with you.
We lost Jack.
Well, he just went upstairs for something.
Yeah.
But Oh, a nice, relaxful. I'm sitting in my. I gotta get this thing
You
situated.
must be in the living room.
Yeah. My desktop
You're in-
won't work, and
You're
and
what?
I always leave my laptop in the living room, and I
Yeah.
got what they call a laptop computer desk.
Yeah.
They cost like $50 brand new. It's got like a three-legged base, and the one leg is real long, and the other two kind of spread
Oh,
out.
there's a lot of jokes there, aren't there, Leonard? There are a lot of jokes
Yeah.
there.
Yep. A
Yeah.
lot of jokes.
Yeah.
What you got,
Three legs. One of them is longer than the
Oh,
other.
Yep.
So you just lean on the third leg and lift up the other two.
Yep.
I,
See,
I,
I
I
can-
bought
Bank, power bank.
Yeah, I see it.
I bought
Yeah,
this thing years
I got
ago.
a couple of. I use the Transformers down in Bye Bye. We got like 3 of them. That's the same model too.
It's like 645 peso.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
What? Are you kidding me? I paid 3 times that much money for it.
Dan, they saw you
And
coming.
after that wasn't for 3 of them.
I got 3 or 4 of them to run the sewing machine and to run a couple of the other appliances that you don't want to blow
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I call that the foreign discount.
Yeah. That's the that's what I get. That's what I get for not paying attention.
You should have bought it through Shopee.
Well, actually, that's a good idea, Larry. I actually brought a couple of Transformers over with us when we come here, but one of them blew up almost within the first couple of months. I overloaded it and it blew up.
Yeah.
I took it to the electronic repair shop and the guy said, "I can't fix this thing. Go over to the electronics store and buy yourself a new one."
Dan, Raquel's asking you if you're back in Bye Bye.
No, we're in Cebu for a couple of weeks, and then we'll be heading to Bye Bye soon. And I think July is going to be an exciting month because either the end of the July, most likely would be the end of the July. We might be on the Big Bird flying to parts unknown.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now, did you ask permission?
Hello, Mildred. How you doing?
Hi, Mildred. But Dan, did you ask permission
Permission from who?
from whoever to take off and leave?
I have to have permission to leave.
Sure.
I'm a U.S. citizen, bruh.
Yeah, I know, but you're not in the U.S.
No, we're on a Balikbayan privilege visa or privilege, which
But
means
don't you
it's
still have
not.
to get clearance?
No, you don't.
Oh,
You could be in
don't
the
have to have
Philippines.
You don't have to
No,
have
you-
the exit.
Now you can be here a year if you're on Balikbayan and you can still come and go.
Oh, you do that? Yeah, you can do that because you're married.
Yeah. So as long as your spouse is with you is how it works.
Yeah, I'm gonna say though.
Is that the way that works?
Yeah, she's got to
That's
be
the way it
with you.
works. Yeah, she's got to be with you.
I didn't know the details because I haven't been married over there.
Well,
Hey, cool. That's cool. Now we've learned something. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
well, Bud Brown did that for a long time
Yeah.
before he got his 13A, and Chris and Cebu also did that.
Yeah. Yeah, but you could go a long ass time before doing it. I mean,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, you can go 3 years on tourist visa.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're
you go-
Then you have to leave. Then you have to leave for one day and come back.
Yeah, but
right. Well, check this out. You don't have to do nothing on the Balikbayan visa
Just
unless
leave
you
once a
stay
year.
here. Unless you stay the year. If you stay the full year, then you got to go through all the other stuff. But man, it's so easy just to jump on the Big Bird and fly away and then come back.
Thailand or Vietnam or
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what I discovered?
no. What
I discovered that you could go to.
Valley.
You can spend. U.S. citizens can spend, and a lot of people from a lot of different countries have the privilege of staying 90 days in Malaysia without having any kind of special visa except an entry visa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's something.
Yeah, 90 days in Kuala Lumpur. So I was checking out, what monthly rents are and stuff like that. And man, for $400 a month, you could stay there for 3 months. I mean, and
Well,
have a good old time.
Isn't Bali part of Indonesia?
In Bali's Indonesia, but Malaysia is
Oh, you're talking
Malaysia.
about Malaysia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got confused.
Kuala Lumpur.
would be
Yeah.
the place to go in Malaysia.
Where's that?
Kuala Lumpur.
That's the.
And I
That's
think Penang would be another place you'd want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Kuala Lumpur is the most commonly known place.
Yeah, but I'm not saying I'm going over there to spend 3 months, but the timing's good, and the launching off back to the United States for a visit is also good from that location. So we're planning on going back to the States in October for a couple of weeks. It's just gonna be hit and run. Go in there, grab my renewed credit cards, kiss the grandkids, and hug the sons, and then get back on the plane, say hello to my mom, and see how she's doing, and then jump back on the plane and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might do that from Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, and another thing is now I think Kuala Lumpur is in the Christian part of Malaysia. Malaysia is mostly Muslim, but there are a large group of Christians.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, if you want to drink, you want to be in the Christian area because the large Muslim area probably won't have bars. I knew people from Malaysia when I was in school, and some were Muslim and some were Christians. And like I said, there is a distinct difference between. I mean, they got along well. Don't get me wrong; both groups got along with each other. Some were very good friends. And I knew, like I said, I had friends on both, Christian and Muslim.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question? Those of you that saw my
How you doing?
Dunkin' Donuts video, did you get my sense of humor in that whole thing or not?
Oh yeah.
I could be such a dick, huh?
Well, you made me want a donut.
Yeah, the whole thing's so comical, because I keep talking about my Dunkin' Donuts contract. But I don't know if I shared this with you. I probably already have shared it with you. So a couple of days ago, they send me another thing. They send me another top fan badge, and I'm laughing my ass off, saying, "Well, I got to live up to being the top fan in Southeast Asia."
Oh yeah.
I don't even do one thing.
You guys gave them out too.
Yeah, I don't even. I had to do that, otherwise I'd eat them all. But I had to give them out. Man, Minnie was embarrassed. I was like, go, start handing them out. Filipinos, they're very shy about that sort of thing. I'm not sure why. She started the first couple of people that in the beginning of that video that she walks up to this. Oh, no thank. We must have tried to give away those donuts to at least 10 or 15 people, and they kept saying no. So I was in the background yelling free, 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 and then they came over and they started taking the donuts. I guess they thought we were gonna ask them for money or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Thinking, well, we'll sell them at a profit, and they won't have to wait in line.
They might have thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, remember the branding now is Dunkin'. It's not Dunkin' Donuts. It's Dunkin'.
Yeah.
So I messed up. in a couple of the videos. I had to do a lot of editing because I kept saying Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, you worked there for how long, and it was Dunkin' Donuts when you worked there.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the video, I say Dunkin' Donuts. I wasn't able to edit the donuts part out. So
Nomi, how are you?
Naomi, what's up? We're thinking about coming over to the Galleria today. But it's Father's Day in the Philippines, so I don't know. I don't know if I want
Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
I'll tell you, I don't know if I want to get out there in the crowds. I really don't.
It's hard to say.
Tomorrow, I'll be at work. I won't worry about it. By the time I get off, the crowds are going to be down, man.
Yeah, that's one good thing about your shift.
I mean, the store will still be open. Most of the restaurants will still be open if you want to go, but the crowds will be
What's
gone.
Naomi said? Sir Michael is in Lapu Lapu. Really? I hope we have a meeting.
Michael McFarland?
Mike, oh, I forgot that he was coming over. I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in John's booth. I think about to where you're at, Dan.
Naomi says she'd love to meet you guys at the Galleria, Sir Dan.
Yeah, if we head over there, but I don't like all the crowds of people. You know what's going to happen, Naomi. Everybody's going to be crammed into that Starbucks and the Dunkin' Donuts trying to get a,
You mean
Trying-
the Dunkin'?
yeah, the promo deals and stuff like that. I just don't know.
Well, maybe go on Monday.
But the Denny's is there, and you know what I like to eat at Denny's?
Yeah. Pancakes.
The original American Grand Slam, baby.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I would have it with French toast. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'd have it with French toast.
I had French toast here at a hotel, and it wasn't
breaking up,
even
Jack.
close to French toast.
Your
Yeah,
video
Jack,
It
is
was
freezing. Your video is freezing, and your voice is breaking up, Jack.
all right, let me reset my modem.
Okay.
Gonna reset something.
Yeah. Whatever it was is worth a try.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for Dunkin', the promo was yesterday. That's for sure. But I'm talking about you don't know what's going to be going on in that mall. They might
That's
have
true.
dancing clowns, and the Jollibee might be there, and he might fisticuffs with the clown from McDonald's. I mean, it just might be a riot in the mall,
Good
Well,
so
if you
far,
show up, there
Naomi.
will be, man. Everybody be wanting to shake your hand. The YouTube star.
Right.
Last time Ronald McDonald and the Jollibee got into it, there was honey everywhere. There was orange paint. It was very bad. Very bad.
Too bad you don't see Chris walking around anymore.
Yeah, I do on occasion look around for him. I really do. Like yesterday, I was looking around. I just got this inclination that he might be hanging around. So I started looking for him, but I didn't see him. He'd be easy to spot, but nothing. Came up with nothing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Wouldn't he be going to SMC side? Isn't that closer to him? From where he is living at now?
Wait a minute. I have to think about it. Well, he's not. He was in Guadalupe, right? He was in Guadalupe.
Well, he had that. He bought that condo over on the South Road area. I mean, he used to be where he could walk, and that's why he quit doing the walking live streams
Yeah.
and started doing the rooftops because he was away from the area he used to walk, and in the area he was living, if he started walking, it usually cut out on him, and he couldn't do walking live streams.
Yeah, I tried it. I tried to do a live stream from the circle, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. From Fuente Circle, Osmina Circle, it just doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong.
Well, I don't know what one he had, but he usually could get some in that area because remember one of those crossovers that was called the Perch. And Bob
Been on the perch many times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I better now?
Yeah, it sounds better right now.
Yeah.
I don't sound like a robot.
Yeah.
You You sound maybe like a robot, but at least you're not breaking up.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you were cutting in and out a lot when you were talking a while ago.
Hey, Jack, I'm
internet's
still waiting.
kinda fishy.
I'm still waiting for that beer.
You
You
send
said
me
you
your
were
address
sending me.
and
You
send some
You said
money.
you were sending me one.
Congratulations, Naomi. She said we just graduated our Christian Life program last night as couple. It was a nice experience. Congratulations, Naomi.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Naomi.
Nomi.
And I hope everything works out great.
Yep, nice to hear.
And Naomi says Funte Osminia is very crowded since downtown attraction.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like hanging around there, but I don't think Mamini and I have been down there in a long time. Maybe we'll go over there and see if we could stir up some trouble. Hey, maybe we'll go down into the basement, Naomi, into the Sparrow's Pizza, and have some stale pizza left over from yesterday. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Well, still be Jerry, if he's still in here, will disagree with me, but I think that would beat Minute Burger.
Yeah, we might. Maybe we'll go over to Mango and we'll have a beer. You know, we missed out last night and the night before. We were going to go over to Mango, but we ended up having some lechon baboy across the street. They have a nice little fancy restaurant across the street. They cater to you. You know, I mean, you go walking in, it's white tablecloths. It's kind of strange, you know, because it's white tablecloths and people dressed in monkey suits, and then they you know, with the ties, you know, the tuxedos and things like that, and you sit down there and they give you famous Cebu lechon baboy, and they charge you double money. But I like it, you know. I like the whole experience.
Now,
Yeah.
by the way, Naomi also says up next will be my daughter going to get her to-go later, whatever our to-go is, TOGO.
No.
Congratulations on that. I don't know what it is, but congratulations for your daughter.
Yeah, Tim says
Oh,
Tim's
pizza
right.
and a bachelor breakfast. You got that right.
Yeah.
Yep, I've done
Been
that.
there, done that.
Cold pizza and beer to get the day started. That's where I'm at.
my older brother used to make cold spaghetti sandwiches.
Red Horse, little Red Horse.
I used to know somebody did that. I never tried it, but I used to know someone did that.
So, and also something else. Dave, our buddy Dave, of course, he's going to be heading back to Bangkok in a few days. Probably, I think he said he's staying here till about the 20th. And we had some pretty good times together. You know, he's a pretty good guy. I've known him for like, oh my God, it's been so long. You know, it's been so long. I don't even know how many years I've known him. At least 25. But anyway, him and his brother Ryan were the guys that convinced me to start traveling. I wouldn't even be here in the Philippines or anywhere, come to think of it, without those guys. And so now he's living in Bangkok, and he did send me a message saying, "Hey Dan, if you and Mamini come to Bangkok, we're gonna put you up in the mansion, the penthouse." That's pretty tempting, you know, when someone invites you to partake in the penthouse suite, you know.
Yeah.
For some reason, my phone went dark. I had to go in there and adjust the brightness. It went down almost all the way down.
Ooh, is the battery getting weak?
No, the battery's at 65.
Oh, okay. Because I know they'll do that when the battery gets weak.
Yeah.
LV.
Hey, LV, how are you?
LV. Welcome, LV. And LV said hi to everybody.
Hello, LV.
Yeah. And like I said, you would think it would be brighter because I'm in the dark, as much as I'm in the dark here.
I'm always
Yeah.
in the dark. Don't worry about it.
I was born in the dark, and I just decided to stay there.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't. I was born about 3 in the afternoon. But
I can't remember. It was either like 8 or 9 in the morning or 8 or 9 at night. I'd have to pull out my birth certificate right over there.
yeah.
I think 1:15 a.m. I was born.
Well, hang on, and I'll tell you.
So I was born in the dark.
Well, you know, I can't even say I was born at night, but not last night because I wasn't born at night. So that don't work.
Right. Right.
Let me get my.
Now, Jack, where are you located now?
Bacolod City, Philippines.
Bacall? Okay.
Get my birth certificate. This is the original birth certificate. It's
Leah's here. Leah's here.
Hey,
Leah, how are you?
Leah, how you doing? Let's see what it says.
I'm a father to some dogs and a whole bunch of cats and a rabbit.
9:20 p.m.
9:40 p.m. Oh, so you're born in the dark.
Yeah, I was
He
born
was
at
born
night.
at night. Yep,
Not
he
last
was
night.
born-
Now, if I was born a few hours later, I'd have been born on my great grandfather's birthday, who I'm named after.
Oh.
That's who I'm named after. My mom's grandfather.
Nice to hear, Leah.
So they named you Lazy Larry Lee.
Lazy Larry. Lazy Larry. Lazy Larry. Hey, what happened to the Mac Daddy? Where's the Mac Daddy?
I don't know.
Hey, now lazy's better than loser.
Yeah.
Larry. Larry. Larry.
Loser.
La 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 Larry. La 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 Larry.
La, 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 I don't hear you.
La, la, la.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier on chat, or on
Yeah.
Messenger, but-
He was. I saw him in the chat earlier, but I don't know if he's having trouble with his phone and not coming up or something else.
no,
going
I
on.
don't know.
La 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 la.
That's all right, Elvie. I appreciate you being here. She's going to be in the background. She's preparing for her boring. That's what she said, for her boring live stream later.
Oh,
Boring,
of course.
Elvie.
It's always very exciting to be in your live stream, LV. Although I haven't been able to visit very often in the last couple of weeks because I've been traveling in Angela City. Angela City.
Leonard.
Yeah.
Leah took up. Not Leah. Naomi took up what you were saying. La 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 la, Larry.
La 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 la.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, was that Ed?
That was Dan.
Dan.
That was
Yeah,
Ed,
it
that
was
was
Dan.
Ed who originally did that, right?
Oh,
La, 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 la.
Yeah, that was Ed who did it originally.
Crystal, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome
Hi,
to my live
Crystal.
stream.
Crystal, she was a great hostess, her and Mark, when we were up in Pangasinan.
Yep.
I'm still working on that video. That thing is hard to edit. I try to do my best on taking the shots, but there's so much information there that I have to break it up into a couple of different videos.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm
Give
sure
us
those
more
schoolgirls, Crystals that we met, in the schoolyard there, I'm sure they're waiting to see themselves on TV. So I got to get with the program.
I want to see those girls on TV. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. She knows what I'm talking about. We had a really good time.
It sounds like it.
I got a history lesson. That's the beautiful thing. And I don't want to waste what I learned. I want to be able to put it out there. I could just throw the video up and put music in the background, but there was so much there that was exciting to me. Like Ramos is there, Fidel Ramos. Do you guys know that Ramos lives there in Crystal's province? I did not know that.
Did not know
Can you
that.
imagine that? Yeah. He had a rough ride, boy, didn't he? Ramos had a rough ride in the Philippines. Oh, I have a prediction for you guys, right? Yeah, Manny Pacquiao will eventually become president of the
Breaking up,
Philippines.
Dan. Oh, you're breaking up.
I heard him fine there,
Yeah.
Leonard.
Now your video froze.
He's not. It's got to be on your end, Leonard, because Dan, I can see him moving, drinking coffee.
I don't know if everybody is or not. I know
I was
Jack
gonna
and
say-
Dan are both buffering.
So
not
on my end,
not on my end.
not on my end, I don't see anything. But hey, I just was going to say that I wanted to make a
Cut your video
prediction
and see if it will.
that
if your
Manny
sound will
Manny Pacquiao will eventually become president of the Philippines.
Nope. He tried it. He tried running for president. It didn't work out.
No. The reason why he dropped out is because they paid him a visit and they say, you're in the lineup. You ain't in the lineup for today. And so that it's going to be another time.
Who are we talking about?
Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, Manny Pacquiao. Yeah,
Manny
I remember
Pacquiao.
that. Yeah, because
Now,
you were cut out real bad, and then you buffered, and so we missed some of what you said.
I didn't see it.
I didn't have that happen to me, Leonard.
You buffered too.
cut
There
out.
for
You
a minute,
never cut out,
everybody
you never
was
covered
buffered.
out. So,
Well, I don't know.
like I said,
I didn't hear it, so
Yeah, I heard him. But now Crystal says Fidel Ramos was her mother's family friend.
Right. They used to go to parties together, right, Crystal? They used to party together, right, Crystal?
Well, that's what family friends do, isn't it?
Yeah, they used to barbecue together. They used to eat pig together, right? No, wait. Crystals, aren't you a vegetarian? Anyway,
Crystal a vegetarian?
I'm not sure. I wasn't paying much attention. We did go to Jollibee, so I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to what she ordered.
Tim says he don't think the Pat Man will run for president again.
Oh, yeah, they're gearing up. His party's gearing up to back him.
Hey, Larice, welcome.
Inside information.
hi, Larice.
And she says she is a vegetarian. Now,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
My neighbor above me is a vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that, Crystals.
Why would you say a thing like that, Leonard? She's in great
Because
shape. She probably has low
I know that.
Oh, no,
She has-
no,
she has
no,
low-
no,
low blood pressure,
no, full vegetarian people.
no diabetes.
She just had the chicken and rice sir at Jollibee, so she does eat chicken.
Oh,
So she's not a full.
No, not full-fledged
there you go.
vegetarian.
Oh, I see.
Probably
Well,
doesn't- probably doesn't
you're
eat
kicked out of the club, Crystals. They just kicked you out of the club.
Now, vegetarians can do a little of that. It's the vegans that can't eat anything but
Oh yeah,
plants.
vegans can't eat no.
Nothing but plants.
The vegans just eat grass.
Lorice, what are you doing, Lorice? Lorice is here.
Humans
Hello,
can't
Larry.
digest grass.
All right, we got Mac Daddy coming up.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Uh-oh. All hell is
He's
about
in the dark more than I am.
Yep.
all hell is going to break loose.
Boy.
Oh,
Up there he is.
There he is. Now we can
I was
see.
doing the
Dan, you're getting good with that.
la
Yeah.
la 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 Larry.
Welcome to Electric Larry Land.
He says Electric Larry Land.
I gotta figure out what's going on with my desktop. Larissa,
Did I
she's
hear
still
you?
in bed. You-
Did I hear you guys mention vegetarians?
Yes, one of our
Yes.
people in the chat's vegetarian. So
Hey,
you-
Larry.
Yes.
Oh, I thought no. I thought you meant vegetarian.
No, be nice.
Wait,
No, Dan, Ed, you're the only one that has that dirty a mind.
I did not say anything.
You implied.
Yeah, right.
I
Yes.
don't take me there. Nope, wasn't me. Oh God. Should everybody have a lovely day?
No,
That was pretty good.
There you go.
it's like I am the captain now.
like I said, I'm having trouble with my desktop, and I had to work 12 hours today. So no, I did not have a good day. Wasn't a real bad day, but wasn't a good one.
Yep.
For some reason,
I'm
my
having trouble with my
desktop
phone.
does not let me sign in.
Oh God. My feet blew up today. They're big.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Yep.
one of them days.
I hope you get feeling better soon. She's got cough and fever.
Oh,
That seems to
God.
be going around a lot over there.
I have a cold this morning, no fever, just a slight cold.
Well, let me see.
Are you taking anything for it, Laurice?
I got to disappear for a minute. I'll be right back.
Well, I'll be right here.
Okay.
I've got some doggy doxycycline if you need it. I picked up a little drugs when I was at the pet store the other day. Doggy drugs.
that help with cold? Does that help with cold?
Well, it all depends. Like I have swollen lymph nodes down here, and the throat is bothering me. And I have to say that a swig of this has taken a little out of the way. I don't know how it works. So I must have strep infection down here. So
Could be.
it's not the number one antibiotic for strep, but it works just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to excuse me while I take a swig of medicine. Drink them if you got them.
Have a swig for me.
Batman medicine.
Did you see? Everybody wants side.
Nummy nummy.
Oh, I
Makes
see.
me want to bark.
Now, I don't know what the temperature is there, but here it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit or 16 degrees Celsius.
Dan,
It's
is
hot
that
as
what you
hell
got?
here.
I'll trade you.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Is
You
that
got
what
some. No, I got this small bottle of doxycycline from the pet store.
Mm.
Just in case I have a strep infection. Yeah, you take about
It says, Sir Jack, medicine is so big. Red horse.
Yep.
There's your medicine there, buddy.
Yep. I've heard Red Horse is a pretty good beer.
there's my medicine right there
Yep.
for right now anyway.
Yep.
Oh, thank Kevin for 7-Eleven City Cafe.
In a new piece, which you can read right now on MSNBC.com, I laid out why I believe.
Hey, Naomi, I actually was a Star Scout, and then they kicked me out for doing a very, very terrible thing.
Continues to follow standards.
Yeah, I ended up sneaking over to the Girl Scout camp. I got into big trouble.
Yeah, that'll
You had
happen.
big fun.
Yeah, they warned me. They warned me several times not to go into Girl Scout camp.
Like I said, but you had big fun, didn't you?
It was worth it. It was worth it. That's all I got to say.
There you go.
Yep.
but I only made it to Star Scout. That's it. I still have my original. I still have all my patches and my hat.
Well, I was a Cub Scout. Went into the Boy Scouts and only made it to second class.
Hey, second class is better than no class.
Yeah, but I dropped out.
There was a
I
joke.
didn't make it, but I was close to being an Eagle Scout.
Well, I dropped out.
Holy crap!
That's what happened. I dropped out.
You know, if you were an Eagle Scout, you would have been able to get into Harvard.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, we moved, and when we changed scout companies, the company I went to, all they wanted to do was play basketball. They didn't want to work on any patches or badges or anything. And it's like, I don't have to come here to play basketball.
Right.
You know, so I dropped out.
Well, I dropped out because I was playing football, and I couldn't go to.
I'll be right back.
I was a member of one of the oldest Boy Scout troops in the world.
Okay.
I was a member of troop. I was a member of Bucks County's Troop 61.
Crystal cracks me up. She has such an interesting sense of humor.
We lost somebody.
Yeah, Jack dropped out. He waved by.
Crystal said that is his feeding bottle.
How about Jack?
Yeah.
She was talking about Jack. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh,
Oh God.
like I said, though, that ticks me off because I got on there this morning and had the weather on and was watching the weather on my desktop and come home and won't let me in. It's like, what the bloody heck?
Yeah, the hat makes the man, in my opinion. Naomi, the hat makes the man. You know?
Yep.
Larry's all hat and no cattle.
That's right. That's why when I wear boots, my pant legs are on the outside.
Oh,
A real cowboy wears them on the outside. They don't
He
stuff
wears
their-
his pants on the inside of his boots so he don't get nothing on them.
No, you wear them on the outside, so twigs and brush and snakes don't get down through the top.
Well, I had a cousin that was a Texan. He said you can tell a gentleman farmer from a working farmer because the working farmers would be inside his pant legs so they don't get bull manure all over them. And the gentleman farmer wears them on the outside because he doesn't worry about that.
But you're talking about farmers. You're not talking about cowboys.
Well, them farmers are some hardworking people.
Hey, who went camping? Speaking of camping, who went camping in the Philippines out of the back of their car? Was that Hey Vern? Somebody did. I'd be afraid to go camping anywhere in the Philippines, but I think the guy Vern. I've talked to him a couple of times. Hey Vern, you know the guy. Hey Vern.
Well, you guys have cobra snakes in the Philippines.
Yeah. Marcus goes camping quite a bit.
Oh yeah, but he's not lately though. I don't believe he's
I haven't
gone
seen
camping.
I haven't seen anything in a while. I
Yeah.
haven't actually followed him much lately.
Well, I think when we were in Angelo City, we may have seen Janice, his old wife number 1 or wife number 2.
You
I don't know
remember
if he's-
Skiz from Chris and Sabu? Used to show up once in a while.
Yeah.
I think he did. Now, it could be a different guy with a name similar, but there was one of the guys that they went on a camping trip in the Philippines. Him, his girlfriend, and some friends. His girlfriend was Filipina. And they went on a camping trip. Now, I'm with you. Unless I know that the area is really good. Now, I'll camp, but not in a tent. I want something where I can close up and no snakes are getting in.
Yeah.
That's what Vern from Hey Vern did. They went camping in the he went camping in the back of his car.
Yeah.
So he set it all up. So yeah.
The tent I had, no snakes could get in. The bottom had the tent had a floor.
Yeah,
You have to
Had
have
to
a
have a
floor, and you gotta be
floor,
able to
and
zip it
then-
up tight.
it's about 18 inches to the bottom of the zipper.
Yeah, well, it's about 6 inches to the zipper, and you had to, zip the door shut.
Yeah.
Nomi, what's Cebu Safari? This is the first I'm hearing about it.
It's like a zoo. But
Ah.
you can. I guess they can drive around. And who did that? Somebody did a video on that,
I'll look it up.
and I can't remember. I don't think it was Chris. I think it was one of the others that lived in Cebu for a while. Rick K. He lived in Cebu for a while. So did Jason from Asian Unscripted. So did
Oh, we're an hour and 40 minutes away from that park. That's at the northern end of the island.
but like I said, somebody did a video on that.
That's,
a good thing to do a video on.
Is that like a wildlife park?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's way north of us.
but I can't remember who did that video.
My geography, it is crappy. It really is.
Yeah, we know.
Don't feel
We've
bad.
heard that.
We could have gotten home hours early if I just would have instead of going towards Macton Newtown. All we had to do was get over one of them 3 bridges when we got back to the airport. Easy enough.
Yeah.
And then I asked some woman, I said, how do we get back to Lahug? How do we get back to Lahug? You got to go to Macton Newtown. You got to get a bus. And then, so you have to go 30 minutes the opposite direction to the bus terminal. And then you have to jump on the bus going to IT Park. And then from IT Park, you jump on a Jeep or another bus to bring us to the front of our apartment. It all worked out fine, except I could have just gone over the bridge by jumping on any kind of Jeep that was going over the bridge.
Yeah.
Didn't matter where it was going. And then jump off when my GPS says jump off, and now take another Jeep going this direction. And so next time, I'll tell you what, I live and learn. It won't happen again that way.
It's up down, man.
Because I could take you around. I was telling Man Mini, I learn places really fast. I could tour you in just about every city that I have ever lived. Or visited. I remember where to go and what to do. That's Bangkok, Cebu. Bye, City.
It's about a 2-hour ride to that zoo.
It's an hour and a half. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah.
She goes, it's the first ever big zoo here in Cebu.
Wow.
Yeah, is it
Well,
actually a zoo or a wildlife park?
Well, the animals can't get out, so you're going to have to call it a zoo.
Okay.
And some of the animals are not native to.
Yeah, it's north along the coast. So one thing to keep in mind, guys,
I think they got tigers and lions there too.
you can't really get lost in the Philippines. You know why? Because
You keep the ocean on your right hand side and just keep going around in circles.
that's right. You'll always end up back to where you started. I keep telling people that.
That's what when I'm teaching somebody how to do a round.
Right.
Whichever way you go, if you start with the building on your left or your right, just stay that way. You'll come right back to it.
Exactly. You always will. The Philippines is so easy to navigate.
Yep.
I've been to the world's oldest zoo.
I've been one of the biggest.
Which one? What's the world's oldest zoo?
Philadelphia.
The Philadelphia Penitentiary.
No, I've been there too. It's in Fairmont section.
How'd you get out?
How'd you get
That's actually a museum, the penitentiary.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It's
kept Al Capone there. It's in Fairmont section of the city.
Hey, they say that place is haunted. What do you think?
Yeah, okay.
Ed don't believe in haunted.
I used to go there every week.
Hmm.
It's in Fairmont section of the city, and it's got all bars and restaurants on the one street.
Man, it's got some history. I'd like to visit it someday. It's got some history.
You know, it's not that amazing. Like I said, I used to go there all the time. It's an old mess inside that's fallen down. They have Al Capone's jail cell all fixed up.
Hey, did they ever find any money in Al Capone's cot or anything?
No.
Yeah.
Not that I know
You're
of.
talking about that
Geraldo Rivera. Yeah,
No,
did he
it
ever
was
find
empty.
it? It was empty, huh?
Oh, the
Yeah, he
locker
got-
and the thing that he opened, yeah, it was empty.
Yeah.
You know what I thought?
He
What
caught
I
a lot
thought
of
was
flack over
amazing.
that.
Well, but there was some amazing stuff
God
about it,
damn
just
it.
the same, right? I wasn't disappointed. Number one, that thing was actually there, and number two, it most likely was used to store illegal stuff.
Yeah.
You know, cash, drugs, guns, whatever. So I
That
thought it
was
was
my bedroom when I was in high school.
amazing that they even discovered it in the first place.
Oh God.
Crystal said she always gets lost. Well, you know, Pangasinan is a little bit more difficult to negotiate, I would say.
The Philadelphia Zoo is really nice. I used to do illegal things at the zoo. I used to feed the monkeys under the monorail, like almonds and stuff.
Ah, that's how you used to get rid of the almonds from the poisonous tree.
Oh, I didn't have poisonous ones. I had smokehouse almonds.
Hey, do you guys know that
They got
you
arsenic
gotta-
in them anyway.
they have? Yeah, how are you careful enough to know the difference? See, this happened to me one time.
All
Yeah.
almonds have arsenic in them.
Now I've been.
What?
I
Say it
looked
ain't so, Leonard.
No, it's true.
now, guys,
Some
I have
more
been to
than
one of the
others.
world's largest zoos, the San Diego Zoo in Balboa. It says,
That's an amazing zoo. Been there many times. That zoo is friggin'
You
amazing.
can't see it all in one day.
No, you can't. That
No.
I'll tell you. Every time I'm in San Diego, you know, we gotta go to the zoo, but you never get through the whole thing.
No.
No.
It says it's one of the world's largest zoos and voted the #1 zoo in the world on TripAdvisor.
Hey, do you remember? You remember when they had the pandas there? I don't know if they still do or not. People would like just pack that panda cage, you know, and they would only bring them out at certain times because they said the pandas they get upset and they won't breed if they interfere, if they come out and are exposed to humans, you know, too many people. So
Yeah, I got that problem too.
yeah, that's what.
Yep. God dang it. I can't.
All right. All right. So here's something I want to share about moving around. Here's something I noticed in Angeles City. When we're going through, since my friend's single, you know, I was trying to hook him up with one of the security officers there in the mall, and she was so shy when I initially approached her and I said, "Hey, I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine." She was open to the idea, but when I brought him by, she kind of like turns around and just starts walking away the other direction. So I'm just wondering what happened the day before when I said I'm bringing a friend by to introduce you to him,
Maybe she
and
did.
then the day after, where she becomes really shy and then turns around and walks and
Well,
walks
maybe she
away.
already knew him
Yeah, maybe it was overwhelming.
But
or
But
underwhelming.
this doesn't happen in Makati. So here's what happens in Makati, right? So you're going in the mall in Makati, and the women's are approaching him. In Angeles City, he has to approach the women's. In Makati, they approach him. Of course, it doesn't hurt that he's blonde hair and blue eye. That doesn't hurt at all.
That might have overwhelmed her. That's true.
Yep.
But those regional differences were interesting to me.
Well,
Shed some light on it. Somebody shed some light on it.
all right, Makati, those are big city women.
Big women living in a big city.
Yeah, well, it's a different. It's different. What I'm saying, so different personalities, different backgrounds. They're a little more exposed and a little more open. You know, they've seen and met a lot of foreigners probably, so they're used to maybe making the approach, whereas the smaller city women are a little more bashful, a little more shy, and so they have to be approached instead of doing the approaching. Big city, small city.
He says to me, Dan, he says, how are you so open to be? He was watching me work. I was like, come on. You just go up to these women and say hello, and that gets the conversation started. That's all you've got to do. I'm not that outgoing, Dan. I'm not like that. You're way more outgoing than I am.
Take
There's
care.
a one. Dan,
You're trying to help someone. I was just trying to help them out, you know?
Dan, there's a one-step program for that. Get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
He was
have you
more
been to
he was more shy than the Filipinas that he was trying to meet, for crying out loud. You can't be like that.
Hey,
You gotta
Dan,
put yourself out there.
have you been to Crocodile Land in Talisay?
No, I saw that. Telsay is that. You know, I'm missing all these things. I just realized.
Well, Naomi was mentioning she'd been to Crocodile Land in Talisay.
They have an old croc. They have an old croc, she
Yeah, I
says.
mean, Lapu Lapu.
Yeah.
Those Caimans are nasty.
Yeah, they're much smaller than the Crocs.
Well, this
Yeah.
croc is really. Somebody done Croc Land too. I mean,
A lot of Caimans in the Philippines.
Okay, see you later, Tim.
you know, Tim's taking off everybody. So
Tim has one of the driest sense of humors of anybody I think that I've ever met. So dry that he's dusty. He's dusty. Yeah, you have to like dust. You have to dust him off. you have to dust.
You got to get the old broom out and clean it up.
Yep.
He reminds
Any of
me.
you guys ever been to the city of Philly?
Yeah, he reminds me of that Peanut
Been to
comic
where?
strip. What's that? What's that
Philadelphia.
kid? What's that kid in
I've never
the?
been to Philly,
Pigpen?
though.
Yeah, Pigpen. Yeah. He's
Oh,
a fun. He's a fun guy, but his delivery is just dry as a bone.
All right, Tim. See you later.
See you, Tim.
She's been into Crocodile Land when her daughter was just a year old.
Well, I didn't know you were allowed to bring crocodile food in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't take your kid.
Real tight, but
My first, Naomi. No offense. My first thought is don't take a 1-year-old to a crocodile farm.
Really.
Oh, Sammy's here. Good morning, Sammy.
yeah, Sammy said
Nice,
she was
Sammy.
in the background.
Uh,
Like I said, that,
yeah. So
that's the reason
anyway,
I have no children.
I got one.
Well, that's more than I got. I got none.
You probably got a list of suspects, Larry.
Well, there might
Hey,
be one or two
hey,
out there, but I'm
if-
going to tell you now. Odds got its truth. Every time I left somewhere, the woman I was dating knew where I was going and how to get a hold of me.
oh, well, you know, man, I think my kid would have had a different experience, Naomi. My kid would have been terrified. Yeah. Daddy D. Who would that be?
It must be me.
Yeah, exactly. Daddy D. Who would that be? It must be me.
There you go.
Oh well, man, I got to get out of here, you guys. I think that I am gonna. I think Mammy and I we're probably gonna make our way over to Galleria. I don't know why I want to go there. Oh, I know why. Denny's American Grand Slam. That's the reason why.
Naomi, Dan's going that way, so if you want to meet up with him,
Yeah, if you want
he's going to be at the he's going to be at the Denny's. You know where to look for him.
to.
Yep. Yeah, bring your friends.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, Monroe, how you doing, man?
Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. Life in North Carolina's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I
I'll
can't
be
even
right
remember his
back.
name.
It won't be long. You'll be here in the Philippines, life in North Carolina.
Yeah, you can't wait.
You can't wait. You can't hold a good person back.
I
I'm
was
telling
talking
you.
with Danny from Road to Paradise or whatever. Danny, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He said he's going to be back there, I think, in September.
Wow. Everybody's coming to the Philippines.
Well, you know, he works. He's a contract nurse. He works for so long, and then he can take time off.
Yeah, my kid does that, and I'm a little bit jealous of him. You know, you should be happy for your kids, but that thing where he goes traveling all over the country and then works for 6 months out of the year and then takes the rest of the months of the years off. I mean, that's amazing to me. But he's got one of those hybrid
All right,
Toyota.
Sammy
Toyota.
in the background.
All right. Hybrid Toyota vans that's all equipped with everything he needs in it. And he's got, so it's one of those electric gas motor things. And man, he showed me how that thing works. I want one of them, but they don't make them anymore, I don't think. I want one of them.
Which one was that?
It's a van that is gasoline electric.
Hey,
It actually is.
Don't they call that a hybrid?
Yeah,
They
it's
have hybrid.
its own electric. I mean, he showed me how you could light the entire house by firing up that van. In other words, that van also generates electricity. Of course, obviously it has to. And he said in a brownout, all he does is plug the thing in, fire up that engine, and the house. He feeds it into his home.
Who's
Yeah,
this?
I know you could do that with the Ford.
The Ford pickup
F-150
truck can do
Lightning.
that.
The Ford what? The Ford what?
F-150 Lightning. That's the electric.
Ah.
They got a plug-in where you can plug things into it and run it off the truck.
And they showed people run their whole house.
It runs the whole house. Well, there was a little bit of pushback from the utility companies who don't like this idea.
Well, of course not, but that's tough. They ran the prices up too high.
Hey, Monroe, come on up, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's time for me to say goodbye.
It's Sir Larry.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Mammy, how are you?
I have to do my live stream from my living room.
Yeah, he's in his living room.
I'm in my living room this time.
Yeah, Larry's just trying some mood lighting.
Yeah, technical
I'm
issues.
trying to get myself in the mood for myself.
Yeah. Oh, there's Crystal saying hello. Your eyesight's pretty good, man, Minnie. I can't even see it. I got to use this special high-tech tool.
We got Mac, Daddy
Yeah.
back in the house.
Dan's going.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
It's work.
I need one of those.
All right, everybody. Bye-bye. We're out.
Take care, guys.
We're out. We're on the
Take care. Be
Man,
safe.
That's why I missed my bedroom computer. It's got a much bigger screen, but a lot easier to read stuff.
How do I kick myself out of the show?
You want yourself out?
Down at the bottom, there's a little.
There he goes. He figured it
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
Now he just got to turn himself off.
Yep.
There he goes. Now he's gone. But like I said, now come on, Monroe, come on up. Or anybody that wants to come up, come on up. I mean, Naomi, you can come up. Crystal can come up. Sammy, if she wants to get out of the background and come up, can come up. Hell, we can have more than one come
No,
up.
she said she was driving. Sammy said she was driving.
Oh, okay. She said something about being back in the background, but
Yeah.
I got a message from On the Behold, and I had to step out and say hi.
okay.
Yeah, that was a requirement.
Oh, cutie, ain't she?
Yes.
The love of my life,
Has
Miss
she seen a
Maribel.
real picture of you?
What kind of questions is that?
Just a
I use
stab in the back, you know.
I use a Brad Pitt picture.
Yes,
There you
that's right.
go.
Yep.
Just tell it your Brad Pitt's bigger twin brother.
Yep.
We got Naomi coming up.
They know me.
Hold on, she's buffering, but she's coming up. At least trying to. So hopefully she'll get. There she
There
is.
she
Hello,
is.
Naomi. How you doing?
Hey.
Nice talking to you.
Yes.
I don't know
Nice.
if my signal is good.
Well, we
Well,
can hear you. We can see your
it's
picture.
working right now.
I'm
How
only
you
using
doing,
data.
Oh. Well, this will gobble up data.
Yeah,
So
this will go update us.
Hello, Sir Larry. Hello, Sir Leonard. Hello, Sir McDaddy.
Hello, ma'am. Naomi, how you
Hi
doing?
there.
Is that your daughter in the background?
Doing great. Yes, my daughter
How
is
is your father?
outside.
oh, okay.
Alisa, Hi, Kuno. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
Hi there.
Hi. Oh man, here's
Oh, such a cutie. She is
Hi,
such a cutie.
Sir Larry.
Hi. How you doing? Are you
Great.
behaving yourself?
Yeah, she's a cutie.
She's gonna break some guys' hearts later on.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Darupin.
Yeah.
Ba?
You know she's gonna break some boys' hearts later on. She's a cutie. She's gonna break some boys' hearts. And your husband's gonna have to watch out and beat him off his stick.
Yeah.
Wala. Lako.
Meet him at the door with a big stick in his hand.
Oh yeah. Let him know, hey, you mistreat my daughter, I'm gonna beat you half to death, boy.
Yeah.
Do it like that
Where's
country
Crystal?
song. You'll meet him at the door cleaning his gun. You have her home by 10. Let's say 9:30. Yeah.
Crystal, you should come up, Crystal.
Huh? Yeah. We'll have you up. Now, you get ready to post some more videos?
We're going to Galleria later. We'll just roam around since it's weekend and no work.
Well, Dan just headed that way.
Yeah, Dan's going to the Galleria to Denny's.
It's just a 5-minute walk from our house.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Exactly.
wow.
Yeah, you're gonna give him time. You can beat him by a long shot.
Yeah. Take him a little longer than that.
Yeah. Well,
He'll be the guy in the big sun hat.
well, she knows Dan.
That's a fishing hat.
Yeah, she knows Dan. Now, see, this hat won't get worn outside too often.
Yeah.
Well, it's got too many holes in it. It's great to let the breeze in, but I happen to burn easy, so
Yeah.
I got to get another hat with smaller holes.
Galleria will be crowded today since it's Father's Day and a lot are going to go there.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
so.
it'll be crowded. And
I didn't think of that.
it'll be Father's.
But I think Dunkin' had their promo yesterday, not
Yesterday, yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him and Man Minnie's video on the Duncan's promo.
Yeah.
They did a pretty good job on that.
Yep.
So I enjoyed that. I told them they made me want to have a donut.
Yeah.
So I had a cookie instead. Well, where I work, they don't have donuts, but they have cookies. So I got a cookie.
Yeah.
Uh,
My daughter loves the choco butternut flavor.
I think that's it. I think that's Mac Daddy's favorite.
What?
The chocolate
Chocolate.
butternut donut.
The butternut donut
Yeah.
and the chocolate honey dipped.
Yeah.
yeah, that's McDaddy's.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Now,
Actually,
I
my
like
favorite
the
I can't
cinnamon
get.
ones. I like the cinnamon glazed donut.
I like a French toast, but they're hard to find.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the French toast too.
That's maple glaze and Bavarian cream inside.
That sounds good.
Sounds yummy.
Hello, live in North Carolina.
Monroe,
Happy Sunday.
try to get him to come up, but he's not coming up. Monroe's
No.
been up here before.
Where's Retro tonight?
I don't know. I haven't been able to find his channel.
Yeah, well, like I said, I had trouble getting up. I couldn't get it on my desktop, so I had to come in here and set up my laptop so I could do my live stream. I usually sit in my bedroom to do these live streams. Out here, I am in my living room.
Well, that's all right. Well, now we know you got 2 rooms.
Well, I got a separate kitchen.
Yeah. Ah,
Oops.
yeah. No, my signal must be cutting out.
No. There's the kitchen back here in the
Yeah.
dark. Yeah, Naomi cut out.
Yeah. Well, she was worried about her signal, so
Yeah, well, she also said she was using
A lot of
data.
background noise.
yeah.
Well, that
Oh
comes
my
in-
God, data.
Yeah, if you're on data, it don't last very long.
No.
Well, they're buying load in the
Stream up.
Philippines, and
Yeah.
they pay a lot of money for cell phone service.
Well, if
Well,
you
it
buy an
depends on what
actual
service you
service,
get.
it's not too bad. But
Like I said,
if you're
depends on
buying
what
and
you
just load whenever, then yeah, it's expensive.
Well, if you're going to do a lot of videoing or do a lot of live streaming and you're doing it on data, yeah, it'd be very expensive.
Yeah.
But,
Yep.
but if you just have a regular monthly plan where you can text all you want, it's
Yeah.
not that cheap. I mean, it's not that expensive.
No, it's about the same as it is here.
Well, I have a Philippine.
Naomi says, hold on. Naomi says my signal ain't good. My phone is buffering. That's why she
Yeah.
dropped off. We
That's
understand,
okay,
Naomi.
Naomi. We definitely understand
We're
that.
glad you came up, though. It was
Yes.
nice seeing your daughter, you and your daughter both.
Yep, it was.
And I'm going to tell you right now, anytime I got a live stream, if you want to come up, come on up. You're more than welcome. And I can have up to about 10 people on my live stream. So even if I got 4 or 5 up here already, come on up. It's all right. I'll let you up. And but Monroe, are you going to come up, buddy, or are you just going to stay in the background there? And I wish Crystal would come up.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Now I'd say Elvie, but she's got her own live stream going right now.
Oh,
So
that would be hard.
I mean, it'd be nice if she could come up sometime when I'm doing one. But
Yeah.
Crystal, I would love to have Crystal up.
Brian Smith has a live stream going right now.
I don't know him.
I don't either.
Farming in the Philippines.
I've heard of him, but I've never followed him. I've never watched a video of his.
Yeah. I haven't even heard of him.
No, I've heard of him. Somebody else, I can't remember who. Somebody else had mentioned him. Was it Bud Brown? I can't remember who it was, but somebody had talked about him a couple of times. It might have been somebody that was looking at building somewhere, and that was going to be a neighbor if he built in that area.
Oh, okay. I'll
But
be
I
right
can't
back.
remember. All right. But like I said, I mean, I've watched so many different vloggers over the years. Some of them I still watch. Some of them I've dropped. It's hard to keep track.
Oh, there's so many in the Philippines. My goodness.
Well, I used to follow a bunch in in Thailand too. But I quit following them because I decided, because when I first started doing this, I was watching both because I was interested in both places. But then I decided, well, if I'm going to vacation or move, it's going to be the Philippines. And I still enjoyed some of the Thailand, but when I started following more, it was like, well, I'd rather follow these people because there's a better chance I'll go there. So I started dropping more and more of the Thailand vloggers. And so, yeah. And then one of them I followed, he ended up passing away. The last one I was following that was still over there, as far as I know, he's still there, is Thailand Rob. 20 Seconds in Thailand is what his channel was originally called because he'd just do really short videos and that was it. Then he started doing longer ones.
I used to follow Crazy Monina Life in the Philippines.
Never followed that.
And her boyfriend was a guy by the name of John Norden.
No.
And he was from Missouri. He was a really nice guy.
Well,
And John passed away.
Well, the first person I started following in the Philippines was Ricky. Life Beyond the Sea.
Yeah, I've seen him a few times.
Yeah, I started following him. And then I started following, was it Amazing Philippines? Which is
Hans Bernard.
Rod and Smooth.
Hans Bernard's pretty good.
Yeah. Then I started following. Dang it!
Philly in the Philippines.
No.
He's very popular.
No, I've seen a couple of his, but I've never followed him. Shoot! I can tell you here in a minute.
I was very friendly with Brian for a long time because he's from the Philadelphia region. He's not actually from Philly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I got to figure out.
I followed Philippine Dreams. And then I found, I think it was then I found Chris and Samu.
My son said Chris's whole channel's down. There's nothing left.
Yeah,
Well, I can bring it up. I can bring it up.
I emailed him a few times, but he doesn't even return my emails anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been nothing's been added to his channel for over a year.
That's a shame.
And now you got to remember though, those ones that he was doing the rooftop, he didn't add any of those.
Yeah, during COVID, he went to his apartment.
Yeah, he started doing it from the rooftop or from the balcony.
And then he got the condo finally that they moved into.
And Naomi, it was good we enjoyed having you up, like I said before. Anytime you want to come back up, you're more than welcome on my live stream. I don't care how many guests I got up. If you want to come up, come on up. Because I've never had all the guests I can have. And so we're more than glad you came up. I wish Crystal or Lady or whoever, Sammy's busy, so she can't come up. ABC, but if she wants to come up, I'm more than happy to have her come up. Anybody that's especially anybody in the Philippines that wants to come up, come on up. But Monroe, come on up, buddy, if you want. Jerry's gone to bed by now. Jerry's in bed, so he won't come up. And I understand that. I mean, he likes to go to bed early and he likes to get up early.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, like to go to bed late and never get up.
Yeah.
But I have to get up about 5 o'clock tomorrow I got it set for about 5:30. I'll get up late. And usually I got it set for around 5:18 or something like that. During the winter, I set it earlier because you may have to clean the snow off your car. You know?
Right.
but
The road might not be drive or as
as
handle
passable.
it
Yeah,
fast. Yeah.
may not be as it may be a slow white knuckle drive in.
Yeah.
But believe me, I've done those before.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't get too much of that this year. We're
Well,
pretty fortunate.
we had some here. We had not as much
Yeah, they
as I've
got a
had
lot of
in
snowpack.
some areas.
Most of the areas that normally get it got a lot of snowpack this year.
It was really cold here all day today.
It's been
This-
cool. It's been, I won't say cold, but for this time of year, it's been very cool. I don't think it got much above maybe 65.
No,
Yeah.
it's trying its best to get to 100 here.
Well, like I said, the average here is probably close to 75, 80 this time of year.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, it was the biggest part of the day here
I
was
got up
60.
when I went to work this morning. I turned the heat on. This
Yeah, it
guy-
was 62 degrees.
It was 60 degrees. Let's see what it is now.
Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
It's 92 here.
60 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm back to 62.
We're at 60.
Yeah, it'll go down.
Oh, yeah. It'll go down tonight. It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see what it is Celsius.
Well, usually the lowest part of the day is right before sunup.
Yeah, always 20 minutes after usually sun up.
16 Celsius still. But they're calling for it to get down to about, they're not calling for it to drop much more.
It has to be 60 degrees Fahrenheit because if it was 60 Celsius, you'd be fried.
No, I said 16 Celsius.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's about right.
16, buddy. Not.
I thought you said 60. I was like, whoa.
Oh no, it's 60. It was 60 Fahrenheit, 16 Celsius.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't get 60 Celsius in Saudi Arabia.
No.
And,
Fahrenheit is more accurate than Celsius.
yes, I agree.
There's more degrees.
Well, yeah. I
The
never
thing is,
really
Celsius water freezes at 0, and it freezes at 32 Fahrenheit.
right. But,
But-
you know, water's weird because held at a steady 32 degrees, if you have ice in the water, the ice will melt before the water freezes.
I've never seen that happen, but
That's
I
fun.
did. I did the trick where you put the bottle of water in the freezer, take it down to 32 degrees, and when you open the cap, it instantly freezes. So you take the pressure off.
Yeah.
I like it when you get your pop in the freezer, and you get it out and when you open it up, it just turns to slush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's always good.
Yep. I used to go to a place where they served the beer in frozen mugs.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they were frozen.
Oh yeah.
And then the beer was real cold too.
Yeah.
And when you got the beer, it was slush.
When I worked at A&W back when I was 15, I worked at an A&W root beer stand restaurant.
Yeah.
We kept the mugs in an ice chest
Yeah.
for the root beer. And you pull it out and it hit that air and it just drops right up. You put the root beer in it. Oh man.
Yeah.
But now I did find an A&W near me on my way to Lake George.
Oh yeah.
There's a A&W root beer stand. I'll have to go there sometime just to get a
Yeah. Check it out.
yeah, because the A&W I worked at back home. Well, the people that owned it sold it out. I guess it was empty for a while. They sold the property and it was turned into a regular restaurant. And that place has since burned down. I mean, but the outside looked just like the A&W at first, and then, like I said, remodeling and stuff. But it caught fire last year, I think it was,
Oh man, that sucks.
and burned down. And the people that own it are not too sure they're going to rebuild. They got another restaurant over, probably about 20, maybe 30 miles away.
Sounds like COVID lightning.
And no, They still got the one, but they're around my age. They're about 70 years old, so they don't really want to start over again with another restaurant. They had that restaurant for quite a while. They did a real good business, especially lunchtime. I used to go there to get lunch. Well,
COVID has taken so many restaurants out that I know of.
oh no, they were open not this time, but not the last time I was there. During COVID. They were open. Well, as soon as they could open, they were open again. And
Yeah, well, a lot of restaurants did that, but the customers didn't come back. So you're open, but you weren't profitable.
oh no,
And
believe me, they were busy when I was in there. But see,
and I can only tell you what happened to people that I know.
oh no, you're right.
What happened was
I'll guarantee
You
there
were-
was a lot of restaurant businesses went out of business because of COVID. I'll guarantee
Here,
that.
here's what the formula was that drove them all out. I'm about to explain. They were closed for 3 months of COVID. They
Yeah.
came back online, and even if they weren't profitable for another 3 months, they still had the rent to pay. And a lot of them couldn't make their rent.
Well, see,
So when they got to the end of their lease, even though they were making payments and rent and stuff in between, the landlord would say, well, you owe me 50 grand from the previous lease because you were closed for so many months, and I won't renew the lease until you pay the back lease off. And that's a
Well, these
formula
people-
of why it took almost a year for these restaurants to start hitting the wall, or another 2 years, and start going out of business because they could never get caught up on the old lease.
Well, like I said, these people own the property, so they were all right as far as lease goes.
Right, but I'm just saying, that's
Oh yeah, no, it happened to a lot of them. There was
it happened to a whole chain of sandwich franchises in the Philadelphia region. Guy had 14 stores going under franchise, Slack's Hoagie Shacks, and they're gone.
Yeah.
Philly's Famous, where I used to work, they went out for the same reason. Their rent was $3,000 a month. They were closed for 3 and non-profitable for whatever. And when they got to the end of the lease, the landlord was like, "Well, you got to pay off the old lease." Well, if they had 10 months of back rent that they owed, that's 30 grand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
per building.
Well, yeah, they only had one location, but
Like I said, that would be per building though.
yeah, and that's what's taking a lot of these retail stores out.
Well, we had when I was living in Rochester area, we had a Golden Corral just open when COVID hit. You know how much it costs? It takes you what, 6 months to a year to break even when you first open?
I don't know.
It takes the restaurant a while to get their money back for building them. It takes you a while to get your money when you build a new restaurant and you have to buy all the supplies and stuff.
Well, did you hear about the Golden Corral riot?
No, but like I said, they just opened.
Golden Corral had a riot in one of their restaurants, the one on Street Road in Bensalem, Pennsylvania.
I didn't hear about that, but like I said, though, they had to close out, And there was another restaurant that just opened. It was took over where a taco place was. They converted it into a Chinese or Asian restaurant. I was there once. COVID hit, and they were out of business.
Did you see the new Golden Corral commercial that they have out?
No.
I just changed Golden Corral's whole advertising thing. I called the Bensalem location and got a regional vice president on the phone. And back in January, I asked him a tough question. I said, "You'll love this one." I said, "Do you serve black people in your restaurant?" And he's like, "What?" He said, "You didn't." I said, "Well, you did." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "You filmed a commercial for your restaurant. Every employee in the background is white. The family sitting at the table is white. Everybody in the background of the whole commercial is white. Do you serve black people?" And I hung up on him. The new Golden Corral commercial is multi-ethnic.
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. Anybody that, and even before all this other bullshit about, you got to be so inclusive. If you're not inclusive with other races, it's like there's a country western song, "My Baby's American Made." If I made a video for that, one would be Asian, one would be Hispanic, one would be white, one would be black. I'm talking about the girls because
Oh, exactly. I've walked out of. I used to cook at a restaurant where they only hired white people. The whole kitchen staff and the whole restaurant was white. I quit working there. I thought it was so rude that they were obviously only hiring white people.
well, like I said, the friend that I watched the rabbit for, she's Chinese. I know her whole family. I mean, I've known them for 30. I've known her for about 35 years. Her mom and for about 30, and her brother for around 25. I know the whole family. And actually, I've known the brother a little bit more than 25, I think. But anyway, it's like, I always thought, even because of, like I said, I went to school with the Malaysians. I went to school with, some people from Saudi Arabia. I had a good friend that was from Saudi Arabia.
Well, yeah, the whole country here is multi-ethnic.
Yeah,
And I just thought the nerve of them to film a commercial with nothing but white people. It wasn't a coincidence, is my point.
yeah, oh yeah. Somebody, subconsciously or consciously made that mistake. But I'm just saying,
I helped them correct it.
I'm glad. But
Yeah, I am too.
But like I said, though, it's like you said, we're not homogeneous as a society. You go to Japan, almost everybody's Japanese. They're, and same thing with China. Most of them are Chinese. You have some others that are there, but China is, 99% Chinese. And Japan, you can't be a Japanese citizen, I don't think, unless you're Japanese. Now, you may have some mixed, somebody that's mixed race, but we're not homogeneous like that here in this country. Never have been. We've always had the Spanish. They were here. The French were here. The English were here. The Native Americans were here, and then the blacks were here. Except for certain where they freed them a lot earlier than the Civil War.
I wonder if the U.S. government will ever settle with the Lokoya
Who
or
knows?
the Blackhawks.
The only thing is, and now I'm part Native American, but the thing is, depends on what they want.
Well,
You got to remember now, like it or not, and I know people that still live on the reservation. Like it or not, there was a war. And what happens when you're defeated? You lose. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but we're talking how many hundreds of years? We're talking a couple hundred years ago for some of this.
there was a lot of wars in this country.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, now you talk about Manhattan. There's people that complain about Manhattan. They made a deal with the Indians and gave them what they wanted. Now, granted, it wasn't a lot, but they were trying to come back and say, well, they were cheated. That's what they wanted.
They never gave the Blackhawks their land back. They offered to settle with them and pay them, and they said, "We don't want your money. We want our land," and it never gave them their land back.
Well, it depends. You're not going to get the land back in a lot of these cases because now you got to move all these people out.
Oh, today could never happen, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like today. They're trying to say, well, we are demanding. No, you're not. You're not going to get it. You lost a battle. You lost the war. Right or wrong. I mean, I'm not saying the war was right. In a lot of cases, it was completely wrong. But wars have been and lands have changed hands for centuries through war.
Oh yeah.
So now, if you go back and say, "Well, that was our land traditionally way back when," there's not going to be too many people living where they live. Everybody's
Yeah.
going,
Well, that's for sure. I have a penny with a lot of history.
yeah.
I have a penny from 1837,
Yeah, but I'm
and
just saying, though,
it's a big penny,
yeah.
and it's got some interesting facts about it. Like passenger railroad was only 7 years old in this country when this penny was made. We still hadn't settled everything west of the Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
Slavery was still legal for another like 40 some years.
Yeah. I'd like to see them do away with the penny.
Well, this do you know what else is cool about this penny, Larry?
What's that?
It's hand struck in the city of Philadelphia, made by hand.
Yeah. I'm just saying, though,
You can only make 300 a shift per person. So there's not a lot of them.
I'm just saying, though, I'd like to see them get rid of the penny.
Do you know
Now,
why they don't?
I'll tell you another penny that's worth a lot of money if you can ever find one.
What?
A steel penny.
I've seen them.
I had
The World War II
one
penny.
when I was a kid. Didn't think about how much money it'd be worth later on. I got one as change one time back in the 60s.
Yeah.
But I mean, they only made them, I think, for 1 year.
The penny I got is worth
World War II, and it wasn't for the whole war.
the penny I got's worth several $100s.
Yeah, the steel penny's worth a lot of money now, but back when in the 60s it wasn't. People,
Oh no, I know.
I'll tell you what, in the 70s, I went to a movie in San Diego, and a guy had a $2 bill and was going to use it to help pay for take his kid to a movie. And the girl wouldn't take it because she thought it was fake.
But
So I told the guy, I said, look, you're going to spend it. I'll give you $2 for it. He said, okay. And then, so he paid for the movie for him and his kid. And they went in, and the girl looked at me. She goes, you mean that's real? I said, yeah. I said, it's worth more than $2. I sold it less than, maybe 6 months later for $15.
there you go.
I mean, it was, I don't know. It might not have been 15. It might have been 12, but I made at least $10 off of it.
I used to get silver certificates all the time back in the 80s.
I had a couple silver certificates. I gave one to a girl I was attracted to at one time. And I gave another one to a friend of mine, daughter, for a gift.
I used to get $1 ones, and I had a couple $10 ones.
But I only had, all I had was 2 ones. And they're worth money. Like I said, I gave one to a friend's daughter for gift for, I can't remember, birthday or Christmas. But hell, I see Susan B. Anthony's all the time. Most people don't, but I see them all the time. Where I work at,
The vending machines,
vending machines give back the gold coins or the Susan B. Anthony for change.
Sacramento dollars. Yeah.
Yeah, they won't give back. Now, the one machine will give you coins and bills, but it gives you back 5. They won't give you back ones. The ones will be the coins.
I was unloading a dryer one time that I found on the trash at the scrapyard.
Yeah.
And when I flipped it out of my truck, it sounded like a slot machine went off. I cracked it open and emptied it. I had $34 in change.
Oh, yeah. Hey, when I worked in the laundry, I found more money than that in the laundry. And you'd hold on to it in case somebody come down looking for it. But most of the time they didn't. I found a couple $100 that way. We split it among all of us.
Wow.
We held it for about a month and no one came for it. Because you don't know whose it is. It comes out and it's in the
Sure, it's for throwing free in the dryer or the washer.
yeah. So you don't know who it belongs to, so you know what group, and most of the time the laundry is done by the group. like our division or S division or
I told you about my uncle that was in the Navy during World War II. He won so much money shooting craps all the time. They
Yeah.
used to wake him up and drag him out. And he paid for his parents' house, bought him new cars. He came home from the war, he had a brand new car sitting in the driveway for him.
Well, hey guys, it's getting late for me. I got to go to bed here pretty soon. It's after 10. So we're going to go ahead and shut this one down. I don't know where Leonard's at.
Well, God bless you, Larry.
So
Roll us out of here.
yeah. So I'm going to say take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And as always, try to have fun. And I'll be doing another one next week. And hopefully I'll be on my better computer. And we'll see you in Dan's next one, guys. Take care, everybody.
God bless you, Larry. Good night.
All right. I got to turn this back on. There it is.